Make sure you stay tuned to the end because you won't want to miss what car we secured. So today I'm making a video I was really never thinking I would make, or at least not this soon. But as you guys can tell by the title of the video, I'm selling the GTR. So this is pretty much my dream car. I love it in silver. Always wanted an R34 GTR. Obviously, anyone that's watched Fast and Furious, anything like that, you guys know this car. I definitely had some fun with it. I really enjoyed tuning it and doing all that stuff. But a good friend of mine's kind of been bugging me for it and kept making me offers and offers. And finally, he made an offer that made sense. Also, right now, I have an opportunity to pursue a different avenue and do something else business related that I've been wanting to do. And obviously, the funds are going to help with that a lot. So the combination of a really good offer on the car and the opportunity to do something else I've been wanting to do for a really long time, it just kind of worked. I mean, also the other thing that kind of helps is I do have the black one. So that kind of makes it a little less painful, but it definitely is painful to get rid of it. I'm really sad to see it go, and I didn't even think it'd be leaving this soon because he'd kind of threw the idea to me for a little while now, and I kept kind of saying no. Finally, I was like, sure. And then I got the call. Hey, transport's going to be on the way to get the car. So I figured I'd do a quick video for you guys kind of explaining what happened and why the car's leaving. Yeah, I mean, I'm really going to miss the car. I'm glad to know it's going to a good home. But here's you guys' final look at it. So thought I'd show you guys the car one last time. So here's a final walk around of the car. I mean, you guys see me get this thing from Japan, get it imported. Got it completely detailed, paint corrected, and ceramic coated. Just made this thing look absolutely amazing. And it really was my favorite. I'm really sad to see it go. Fortunately, the car will be leaving, but I promise there will be more GTR content. So I'll be sure to get some more footage of it getting loaded up, stuff like that, and kind of voice over what exactly my thoughts are, what the plans are, and kind of where we go from here. This is a bittersweet moment for me. The R34 GTR has always been one of those dream goals I worked endlessly to achieve. But sometimes chasing bigger opportunities means making tough decisions. I made the difficult choice to let go of my silver GTR, and not long after, the black one was gone too. As hard as that was, it gave me the chance to invest back into myself, my business, and my future. And honestly, that leap of faith opened doors I never imagined possible. It allowed me to experience Japan and this entire journey in ways I had only dreamt about. So make sure you stay tuned because I'm about to reveal the next car in my journey. But before we get to that, let's head to Japan. So here is our first meal in Japan. It's a little after 1 a.m. so we got here pretty late. Decided to get a beef bowl. It was just like shredded up beef on top of rice. This whole bowl only costs like $3. It's crazy. One of my favorite dishes here in Japan is the beef bowl. After we get finished up eating, we're gonna go ahead head back to the hotel room, hopefully try to get some rest before we start our day tomorrow. All right, so we're starting our morning out with some vitamin C drink. Let's just make sure we don't get sick while we're here. And this is a tuna mayonnaise sandwich. Never had one of these yet, so give it a try. And also had to get the Boss Rainbow coffee. This is nice and warm, so once we finish this drink, we'll go ahead and try that. I'll give you guys an update on what it all tastes like. All right, so here's our tuna thing. I don't know, first impressions, not the biggest fan of it. Very good. Not too bad. Nice little snack on the go. All right, so I'm gonna try vlogging. Normally don't do this, but got a vlogging style camera that actually allows me to kind of move and it stabilizes and everything on like a gimbal. So I figured give it a try while I'm here in Japan. It's time now to crack open this Rainbow Boss coffee, get the day started. Unfortunately, we won't be able to go see my new car for the first couple days while we're here. The guy that I normally deal with here, he actually is on a small vacation with his family for the first couple days. So once he gets back, I'll be able to head down there and check the car out. All right, time to crack open our coffee. So it's pretty cool here at the gas station. They have these in like a heating cabinet, so they actually come out nice and warm. Definitely tastes good. If you guys come to Japan, you gotta try this. So we just found this pretty cool area here. You can see it's cherry blossom season, so all the trees are in full bloom. You can see the shrine back there behind us. Another big benefit of coming this time of year is you get to see all these trees. Crazy part is this stuff usually only stays for like about a week or so, and then it's all gone. You can see like right now it's pretty windy out. Let me show you guys. It's pretty windy out. All the stuff is already, all the petals and everything are already starting to fall off. So within a week or so with some rain, these will all be gone. So we got here just at the right time to be able to enjoy all this. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little more walking around and seeing some cool stuff. I don't know how well this is gonna show up on camera, but there is a Alpina wagon in there. Just happened to be walking by a random parking garage and seen this in here, so I thought I'd grab it on video for you guys real quick. Pretty cool, some of the stuff you see here. Here's a better look at it. You can see it's a wagon now. So I figured it'd be a good time to show you guys some car related content. So we just got to a store here. It's called Ken Box. Of course, they have a very large selection of die-cast cars. So we'll go ahead and walk in there and walk around and show you guys some of the stuff they have. I believe there's 2 stories of it. So you can see they have a very large selection of cars, and something that I found that was very cool is their Hot Wheels sized cars are actually really detailed, and they actually have functioning parts such as doors that open and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty unique. So we proceeded upstairs, and you can see they have a lot more cars up there as well, and they actually have some of the bigger model cars. After looking around up there a little bit, I actually spoke to the cashier, and they told me across the street they have another place that sells even larger scale models. So we went and checked that out. Old E24 Alpina. The garage you can put all your cars in. They have all the larger scale ones here as well. Look at this. Jesco or Yesco. This is my hand for reference. This thing's huge. This whole case, all GTRs. And after finishing at the Diecast store, wouldn't believe what's on the road. I couldn't get my camera out fast enough, but it's pretty cool to see an R34 GTR just driving around. So it's our 3rd day here in Tokyo. We spent the first couple days just kind of getting the hang of the public transportation, eating some food, and doing a little bit of shopping. Now that's all finished up, we are going to rent our car so we can get a hang of driving around the city as well as on the highway. I figured it'd be a good chance to practice in a rental car before picking up my car. Plus it'll kind of give me some experience driving in downtown Tokyo and stuff like that, where there's a lot of traffic and a lot of different stuff going on. Alright, so we made it here to the Toyota rent-a-car. We'll go ahead and walk inside now and see what it takes to rent a car. Alright, so here's our sweet rental car. It's a nice Toyota Prius. I don't mind the look of the newer ones. They definitely look a lot better than the ones we had in the early 2000s. So now we get to experience driving in Japan. See how horrible this is, or not horrible it is. I guess we will see. Definitely gonna be different. What do you think, Kaylin?
Awkward.
Yeah. A little weird. Wasn't too bad getting the whole rental process done. It was kind of straightforward for the most part. I opted to return down in Osaka, so obviously I can pick up my own car, so had an extra fee for that, but
Kind of feels like we're sitting in a GTR.
Nowhere near a GTR. But yeah, it doesn't seem
Same side.
too terrible so far, so I guess we'll see how it goes. Let me go ahead and get out of this parking garage to get out of their way. Alright, here we go. Maiden voyage.
We're going to be doing one grandpa's.
I know. There's their stop sign, the little triangle there. Alright, well I better stop recording and try to get a hang of these streets, because it's definitely going to be weird trying to pull out and drive on the left side of the road instead of the right side of the road. So let me go ahead and figure out how to start driving for a little bit, and then I will pick back up and give you my impressions on how it's going so far. Alright, so we made it here to our first parking area we found in Shinjuku. So we drove basically from like the one airport area where we got the rental car now to Shinjuku. Maybe about 25 minutes of driving. It felt like maybe 30. Some of the highway speeds were pretty slow. They weren't anything crazy. I mean, some of them were like 50 kilometers an hour, which is probably like 30 miles an hour or less. So some of the highway was a little slow paced. But first impressions, not that bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. But even like downtown here in Shinjuku, which is kind of like the busy area, it's really not that bad. I mean, most of the people are like easygoing and no one's in a rush or like trying to like get by you or anything crazy. So far I enjoy it. We're gonna go ahead and try to find some food to eat, and then we'll see what else we get into today. Alright, so here's our bowl of Wagyu ramen. They just torched the meat in front of us. I'll go ahead and give this a try and see what it tastes like.
Don't be scared. Dig in.
Decent bite of noodles here, so give it a try. Noodles are definitely flavorful. And the broth tastes really good. Let's try to get a little piece of this Wagyu meat. It's crazy how soft and tender this meat is. Yeah, it's definitely good. Definitely a good bowl of ramen. So we just finished up shopping in the Shinjuku area. We're gonna go now to the Shibuya crossing, which is like that scene where like Tokyo Drift Fast and Furious, where they like went through that road with all those people crossing, they drifted through. So I'm gonna drive through there and see how that is with all the people. I did get a pretty cool thing though. I needed a mouse and I forgot to bring a mouse with me somehow. And I was in this store and they had this right here. This is a mouse. This little piece just goes under there, magnet, folds together, and then it's a mouse. These are the clickers. And you can just fold it flat so it's easy to like fit in your bag and transport or anything. I don't know if we have these in the States, but I didn't even know these existed until I seen it. So pretty cool. So I grabbed that so I can have a mouse to do some editing with while I'm here. So I'll pick back up once we get to the Shibuya crossing. So here we are driving through the Shibuya crossing here. There's the other side of it. You can look around. You can see all the people waiting to cross there. It's crazy. Definitely a busy area here. Look at that. I believe it's an R31. GTSR. So that was during a time where they didn't have the GTR anymore, so that was basically the top of the line Skyline at the time. here at one of these turntable parkings. So when we were driving by trying to find parking to go to the Nissan Cafe, seen this store here that had some Diecast in the window, so we're gonna go ahead and walk in there and check it out, see what all they have for sale. Things I liked. Show you them real quick. Taste up. So these are a couple of the smaller ones. So he had like some older models as well as some modern models. So here's a Midnight Purple R34 GTR. This is like an older model. Next up, we have it in the AR2 red. And then this is a more modern model. So this is a V-Spec tuner in Millennium Jade. That one looked pretty nice. And save the best for last. So here is a 1/18th scale R1 R34 GTR in red. So we did get a couple cool ones today. Now I have the fun task of figuring out how to get this all to fit in my luggage, but pretty excited to get those. Now that we got this, we're gonna go ahead and head over to the Nissan Cafe and show you guys what cars they have on display. So it looks like this time they have one of their F1 cars on display here. It's pretty nice to see up close with all the carbon fiber. Unfortunately, they don't have nothing else cool in the showroom right here. Usually last time they had a GTR and like a concept vehicle here. This time they have some SUVs. So we're gonna head upstairs and see what cars they have on display upstairs, as well as get some stuff from their cafe. So this was actually on display when I was here like 2 years ago. This exact car was on display. So something pretty cool at the Nissan Crossing Cafe is they actually have an area here where you can order coffees or different drinks, and they will actually print a picture on your coffee. So there's the examples of some cars that they can print for you, or you can give them your personal photo and send over to them and they can print that as well. Of course, we went with the R34 GTR. So here's the two drinks we got. This is the R34 GTR, and this is their Wagon Blue or something drink, so go ahead and give this a try. It said it was bitter and tangy. It's definitely bitter and tangy, but at least coffee got a nice picture of an R34 on it. So that's just one of the cool things you can do here at the Nissan Crossing. It's like a little small cafe, and then they usually have different Nissan cars on display that they bring out of their museum. Unfortunately, there wasn't a whole bunch of cool cars this time around, but alright, so time to back out of this turntable thing. So it's next morning here. We're loading back up, and I just made the realization that I did not anticipate how far Osaka was from Tokyo. I've ridden it on the bullet train and stuff, and I was assuming it was going to be like a 3-hour drive, because I think the train's like 2.5 hours usually. So I was thinking it was like probably a 3-hour drive or so from here to there. So I plan to go to Daikoku tonight, since it's a Friday night, check out what they have, and that'll usually run from like sometimes starts, you know, earlier, but usually around like 8-9 p.m. people get there, and then it just kind of goes depending on how long till they shut it down. Sometimes it's open late. So I figured we'd do that tonight and then sleep in, and then next morning head down to Osaka. That way we'd make it in time to drop the rental car off. Well, I just found out it's like almost an 8-hour drive from here to there. So I don't think I'll be going to Daikoku tonight. I'll probably leave sometime midday today so I can head down there so it doesn't get super late when we get there. So we did actually decide to stay and just drive through the night tonight to make it to Osaka. So we did come by Daikoku. There isn't a huge turnout right now. It's still a little early in the night. It's about 6 p.m. There's a couple cool cars here. I think I saw an R34 GTR over here, so we'll walk over here real quick and see exactly what it is. So here's this custom R34 GTR. It definitely has a unique exhaust system on it, but looks nice. I like the wheels. These must be custom remakes of the LM GT1s. I think these are in like a 19 or a 20. And it's like they're a 19-inch, so must be some remake. Also has a full custom interior done in Alcantara. So as it started to get a little later, it definitely started getting packed quick. You can see cars just started rolling in non-stop. I'll try to show you guys a couple of the cool ones I seen while I was there. Red GTT done up like a GTR. Drop a comment down below. What do you guys think the best color is on the R34 GTR? Is it midnight purple? Is it red? Bayside blue? Millennium jade? What do you guys think? So we showed up probably like 15 minutes ago now, and this place was almost empty. You can see just how many cars are here. It's crazy. And there's a bunch more rolling in. Fortunately, the police are already here. They're shutting everything down. They're telling people they're closing it off soon. Everybody has to leave. All right, so we are getting ready to take off here. Anytime you're in a foreign country, you want to be respectful of the rules. So the cops asked everybody to leave, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I mean, there's a lot of people here that obviously aren't listening to that, and more people keep coming in, but we're going to go ahead and pack up and leave. Try to film anything cool on our way out if I see anything, but definitely a lot of cool cars. Definitely worth coming to. So we're about halfway through our drive. We still got another 4 hours, but we did find a rest stop. I guess it's kind of similar to our truck stops we have, or rest stops we have on our turnpikes in the States. Definitely pretty big. It has like 4 or 5 different restaurants inside, a couple little stores, and then some other stuff. And then they have a whole section out here that's just a big bathroom. But we were able to get some snacks. We're gonna get back on the road now. It's about 9 p.m. so we're still doing pretty good on time. We should be there sometime after 1 a.m. So we're about to go through a tunnel here, but I just wanted to show you this. Kept seeing advertisements for it on all the train rides we were taking. It says energy in 10. Some sort of like jelly substance that you drink, and it's supposed to give you some energy and some nutrients and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try real quick. I don't know, like it's not that terrible, but like It's weird, like the texture is so weird. It's kind of like Jello, like ground up Jello. Yeah, I'd say that's the closest I can relate it to. It's like a weird flavored Jello. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just the texture is just so odd with the flavor. But we'll see if this gives me any energy or not. I didn't get a chance to film last night when we got in. It was pretty late, so we just got to the hotel room and slept, but it wasn't too bad of a drive. We got in, I think, around almost 2 a.m. Now we're heading over to the dealership to check out my car, so pick back up when we get there and show you guys what the car looks like. Alright, so we just pulled up, and here is my new R34 GTR B-Spec 2 NER. I am beyond excited to see this thing in person. It is way better than I could have ever imagined. Show you guys my facial expression here. You can tell, obviously, I'm pretty happy to see this. Been waiting to see it in person. Nice set of TEs on here with the R35 big brake upgrade. So this is the dealership here where I get all my JDM cars through. So up on the screen is Trevor's contact information. If you guys want any JDM vehicle, he is the guy that can source it for you. I've trusted him with over 4 vehicles now. He's able to store them, get work done while they're in Japan, and get them exported to you in your country. So if you want any vehicle out of Japan, just reach out to him and he'll get you taken care of. So unfortunately, it's been raining here a little bit, but finally stopped. So I figured it'd be a good time to go ahead and do a walk around of the car. So this has the S-Tune front bumper. And with it being a V-Spec 2 NER, it has the V-Spec 2 carbon hood with the little exposed carbon vent there. This also has the Nismo wheel arch extensions or Nismo flares and the R35 brake upgrade in the front as well as the rear here. It has also all the Nismo side skirt extensions in the rear spats. This is also a pearl white car, so has more of that like off-white look instead of just the plain white. Overall, it appears to be in pretty nice shape for an almost 25-year-old car. That's one of the biggest drawbacks of buying a V-Spec 2 NER, is it won't be import eligible for another year with it being a 2002 model, the final year. Huge benefit of being a Series 2 car is it has the black interior instead of the gray. This just looks so much better than the gray seats. I love having the all black on the interior. It's nice to see the driver's seat bolstering is good. It's not all ripped up or anything, so that's nice to see. This does have a special cluster being a NER. It has the 300 km/h speedo. Previous owner did have some gauges installed here. This is actually a factory audioless car, so it wouldn't have a radio anyway, and someone opted to put in these gauges. I'll likely get rid of that and just put in the factory radio delete. Let's go ahead and show you guys under the hood. So here is the famous NER engine with the gold valve covers. This car does have some performance upgrades. So this engine was actually built by Pro Stock here in Japan. This is a 2.7 liter with upgraded turbos. I believe they're a Greddy set of turbos. I'll have to double check. Nismo intake plenum and the Mine strut tower bar. So definitely has some good tasteful pieces on here. They went ahead and had guys here, since I'll be driving it while I'm in Japan, get me a set of plates for the car, and these are actually the light up ones, so at nighttime these will all be lit up with an LED backlight. So figured might as well get something cool if I was getting plates. You can see the gold tag over there in the engine bay, so showing that this is a true V-Spec 2 NER. You see all the exposed carbon here on the other side of the hood. For those of you who might not be familiar, the NER was essentially the final evolution of the R34 GTR. Nissan took everything they had learned over the years of developing the RB26 and poured it into these cars. This wasn't your standard GTR engine either. The NER model came packed with N1 racing components, including upgraded pistons, stronger internals, improved turbos, and a number of refinements inspired directly from Nissan's motorsport program. In total, Nissan only produced 1,000 NER models. Of those, 285 were the more luxurious M-Spec NERs, while 718 were the track-focused V-Spec 2 NERs. And out of those 718 V-Spec 2 NERs, only 141 were produced in this color. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do a first start. It's going to be the first time me hearing this in person. Obviously, I've had two other GTRs and I have an R32, and this RV just is like really responsive as far as definitely you can tell that the motor's been built just with how responsive it is. I'm really impressed with that. So what do you guys think of the new car? I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to do some driving and do some road trip here in Japan in this car. I want you guys to go ahead and drop a comment down below. What do you think? Was it worth selling my other GTRs for this one? I mean, this is pretty much the top of the line spec when it comes to an R34 GTR, and I'm happy to have it. And to me, it was definitely worth getting rid of the other ones to get this one, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that. What do you guys think? Was it worth it or not? In the next video, you guys will see me driving this around Japan, and I'll give you my impressions as far as all the stuff we get to do in this car and some of the crazy stuff we have planned. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.